I keep hearing that sound. It sounds like it's back there. For a second, it literally sounded like it was getting closer and closer and closer. About to hit the record button, and it just stops. What's crazy about that is literally exactly where we are. Like, I'm not even kidding right now. We are in that exact area, and it seems so peaceful. And that was that metal sound again. What is that? There it is again. I've always wondered if we stumble onto something we shouldn't have. Your story just confirmed it for me. There's definitely something. Alright, if somebody's out here screwing with me, stop it.
He doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you? Who is he? What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new adventure. We are currently in an area known as Meat Cove. So far, there ain't much out here except for a lot of forest, mountains, and of course the beautiful Atlantic Ocean. So the reason why we came out here is we are going to be camping. I don't even have a spot yet, but we are heading further in, and we're gonna actually find somewhere to stay for the entire night. Reason why is because supposedly Bigfoot is out here amongst other paranormal entities, or maybe even cryptids. We don't really know, but honestly, I'm just having too much fun here in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, and it's lovely. The great thing is it actually was saying that it's supposed to rain until like 7 p.m., but it's not raining. It's actually like sunny and mildly warm. It's not super warm, but it is mildly warm. Now, like I said, we are going to go much further in, find ourselves a good spot to camp out for the night, investigate, and hopefully we manage to capture Bigfoot on camera. For the time being, I just kind of wanted to enjoy this because this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at those clouds over the mountains over there. That is amazing. So apart from that, smash the like button, get ready for this adventure, and friendly reminder, July 19th, I am going to be at Haunted Hillview Manor. So if you want to meet me, if you want to hang out with me, do a paranormal investigation with me in one of the most haunted places in America, definitely go and get tickets. I will leave the link down in the description below, and we will see you then. Other than that, let's get this adventure started. Damn, look at that. This is actually crazy. It's so beautiful out here. Like, that cove down there is just absolutely incredible. I can't really stop here because it's just a road. There's nowhere really to stop, but we still got a ways to go before we kind of get into the no man's land area. There's not a lot of people in this area. When I was checking on Google Maps, I'm pretty sure I saw like, I don't know, 4 or 5 houses or something like that. And then I think tomorrow we're probably going to head towards an area called White Point, provided this area works out to camp. Because sometimes you come out here and it's like, it seems like a good area to camp, but it turns out really not to be that great of an area. But yeah, we still got a good 5 kilometers before we get to what I think might be an ideal campsite. There is one spot that I did want to check out. We just got to see how the roads are and see if we can actually get to it. Maybe we'll actually camp there. I don't really know yet. Right now we are currently just winging it and going with the flow here. So this is kind of funny because a lot of people actually come to camp out here. You often find this on the side of the road here. If you need some wood, it's $5, and you literally just leave the money in the bucket. Like, people actually trust people enough out here. I don't know if I would be so trusting, but then again, this is not really like a tourist area. That's the thing. Like, you don't really see like the average tourist out here. I think if you know this place exists, you know it exists. I don't need any firewood because I actually stopped at another house up the road. I didn't document it, but I bought a nice big bag of wood for $10, and they had like it was an old ammo case that they turned into like a donation box, which is kind of funny. I thought it was actually really neat idea. Yeah, just a nice big bag for $10, which is actually cheaper than most other places and that I've seen anyways. Normally it's like $14-15 for a bag of wood at like a gas station or something. So anyway, enough rambling. I just kind of wanted to show you that because that's kind of like part of the culture out here, so I felt like it was important to document. But let's keep going further in. Damn, look at this. This is cool. I don't even think most people live out here. Those look like lodges up there. There's a bunch of RVs down there. I think that's actually a campground. Maybe. I'm not really too sure, but the view is just amazing. Look at this. And the weather is actually quite good. I'm enjoying this. What an amazing spot, though. All right, let's continue. Excuse me. You're in the way, dude. What is he eating? That is adorable. Okay, you gotta get out of the way, bro. Like, I gotta go. What the hell, man? He's like, no, my chips. They look like chips. I don't even actually know what those are. Okay, fine. I'll wait for you to finish. Just because you're adorable. Definitely not something you see every day. Like, he's brave. Just chilling there. Most of the time, they just run away. I hear something, like a hawk or something. That was pretty cool. Oh, you just want to stay. You want to snuggle? You want to snuggle? Okay. That was awesome. You really never know what you're going to encounter out in the wild. He's still there. I can still see him in the mirror. He's just picking up the leftovers of whatever was on the ground there. That was awesome. Damn, this is actually pretty cool. This is the camping area. Not my thing, though. I don't like camping with other people. I like being on my own, but it is absolutely marvelous down there. Look at that view. Very cool. Okay, well that's fantastic. Looks like we were basically misled by Google Maps. So, what looks like a road that goes further in and actually goes all the way across to the other coastline is suddenly blocked off by a random building right there. I don't think anybody's even there, but still, like, I can't go through there. It's not an open road. It's blocked off by a building. There's a car there. So I don't really know what else to do. So what I'm gonna do, I guess, at this point is basically turn around and go somewhere else. I hate when that happens. That sucks. Places like this, that really irks me. That actually happened to me last year in BC as well. There was a really cool looking camping area that supposedly you could go to. Not really a camping area, but kind of like an open, crown land, public area, but then it gets blocked off like this. So it does look like there is kind of a trail, but you would need an ATV to do it. So we can't do it in this, unfortunately. It's way too rugged. But yeah, I'm gonna figure something out here. This is unfortunate. I was very much looking forward to camping out here tonight, but this is why I came early. Good thing is it's only 3:30 in the afternoon, so we still got like 6.5 hours of daylight. But I was really hoping to find a good spot, just kind of get everything set up nice and early and move on. I mean, there is the campground here, but like I said, I want to be able to film this video. I don't want to be with a bunch of other random people. If there's so many people around, I highly doubt a Bigfoot's going to even show up, or whatever else might be here. But also sound pollution, and I also just kind of like being on my own. So let's make our way back out. Well, it looks like today we are going on just the most random adventure. We're literally driving up a mountain road right now, and there ain't much going on out here. There was some like handmade signs that said no digging, water line, and that was about it. That's all that's out here. There are power lines, so clearly this leads to something. I think I might have found a better area, so we'll see if it actually works out. Apparently there's even some haunted history going on there as well. So just gotta drive all the way up the mountain and then maybe back down. I have no idea. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just following the trusty old Google Maps. It's already failed me once today, unfortunately. So what's funny is I wasn't really too sure what to expect. I didn't know that this was literally going through a bunch of mountains, but damn, apparently we're going on like the craziest adventure. You can literally see the ocean over there. Holy moly. We were just smack dab in the middle of the woods. I just clicked some other like kind of spot on Google Maps, and it literally just told me to go this way. So hopefully the road doesn't just abruptly end. But it does say, oh yeah, look, like we literally got to go up into there. This is actually kind of cool. This might get a little rough. Okay, well, this just legit turned into a friggin' show. Oh yeah, baby. I got my X mode on, so we don't slide too much. The problem is that I can't turn around, so I have literally no choice but to basically just go through it at this point and see what the hell is up here. Oh, please don't slam. We just don't want to friggin' bottom out here, especially with all these friggin' rocks. Okay, well, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. We got enough clearance, so we're looking pretty decent. What the heck is this thing, though? And what's up there? And I cannot believe, so I'm heading to like this really remote part of the island. I think it actually might be like the most northern part of Cape Breton. Okay, well, it looks like we made it through the part. But I didn't know it was like this remote. This is actually intense. Kind of loving it, actually. Okay, well, we got through that. Let's keep going, I guess. Oh, you know what's interesting? I just noticed the power lines literally just stop. This is legit just like the last thing here. I mean, this actually wouldn't be a terrible camping spot if need be. There's a road that goes down that way. I don't know what it goes to. Oh, actually, this could be a good camping spot. Look at this. We have a view of the ocean. We're protected by the trees. I am going to go further up just to see what's out there, but this might actually be a decent fallback. Damn. It's not like as epic as down there directly in Meat Cove, but we are out here. Look at this. We are literally up in mountains right now. If worse comes to worse, we already have a fire pit. We have a tower thingy. If worse comes to worse, then this might actually be our campsite for tonight. Although, I mean, the view is beautiful, but it's gonna get really cool here because we're literally facing the ocean. But it is like pretty magnificent though. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. If worse comes to worst, I'll just turn around and come back. I have to come back through this way anyways. Let's just hope the car survives because we are still well over 20 hours away from home right now. So I don't want to break the car. Well, we're getting to the spot. We'll get there eventually. It says we're 11 minutes away, but I don't think Google really recognizes speed limits on roads like this. But yeah, it gets better, it gets shitty, and then it gets better again, so it's not too bad. I think I've done much worse than this. It's actually not as bumpy as I thought it would have been, so it's drivable. It's actually kind of fun. I am thoroughly enjoying my day right now. It's getting better. Now that I know that I have a viable campsite, two actually, there's one that's even better. It doesn't have a view. It's literally just smack dab right in the middle of these woods. But the reason why I would do it is because we're shielded from the wind and there's an abundance of wood. So if there's nothing directly where I'm going other than just views, because I am basically going to the coastline again, then we're gonna turn back around and we're gonna go and post up at the that ideal campsite. Well, this road just got real narrow. What the heck is this? Why is there just a can on a tree? Is that like a thing? Do people just do that on purpose? Shit, man. It feels like I've been driving down this one frickin' road for literally ever. I hope it, like, doesn't get any more narrow than this. This is becoming a little bit annoying. Alright, so the road kind of turns into that, which should be doable, but there's a car here. I kind of just parked right next to him. It's kind of spooky that there is a car out here right now, and I'll explain why later. But yeah, I do gotta take a quick glance at this road to see if it is in fact doable. It still says we're a couple kilometers out from basically the coastline. These dirt roads do look like they go to the coastline, but the only issue I'm going to have is if that kind of abruptly ends or completely narrows out to the point where we can't continue to drive. Otherwise, I might have to go on foot if I really want to get there. Or maybe I'll just do that tomorrow, but it is quite lovely out here. It's very quiet. But I'm gonna try it and kind of see how it goes. Once we kind of get past this point, I don't see it being much of an issue afterwards. All right, well, I got X mode on. Let's see if we can actually make our way past here. I just don't want the road to completely give out. No, we're good. I think we are good. Just don't scrape. Oh, yeah. Exactly what I was trying to avoid, but okay. That was probably just the bumper. Let's see if we can actually get up this. I'm gonna turn X mode off. Or maybe we'll just keep it on for now. Yeah, this looks kinda sketchy for a car. Uh-oh, this is not, yeah, this is not gonna be good. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. We're gonna try, guys. We're gonna try, but... Oh, we're stuck. Yeah, we're not actually stuck. I just gotta get enough traction to make it literally up there. This is actually kind of funny. This is turning into one heck of an adventure, if you ask me. There's all this water here, too, which is making it a little bit slick. Ugh, back in the car we go. All right, we're gonna try this without X mode, and if I have to, I'll drop it down to first gear, but this might be as far as we can get with the actual car. Which, if that's the case, I am gonna probably just turn back around, but let's give her a go. Okay, so I can kind of get past it. It's not like the end of the world, but yeah, we're not doing this. What we'll, oh, we're sliding. I'm gonna put X mode back on. I literally have to roll in reverse right now and just try not to frickin' damage anything. I gotta see if there's any damage to the bumper. I mean, if there is, it's kind of just whatever at this point, but now we gotta get all the way back to where I can actually turn around. It's just a little bit too, I don't know, it's like the road is just completely fucked. Like, it's not even really a road at this point. It's more of a gnarly ATV trail. All right, let's just be very careful here. Again, putting the camera down. Okay, well, that was fun. I can smell something burning. It's probably just the car getting a little bit too hot, but if anything, I may come in the morning and actually hike this. What I'm gonna do, since it's already almost 5 o'clock, is I'm gonna actually go back to that spot that looked like an ideal campsite, and we're gonna just start setting up, and then I guess start investigating the rest of the night. But I will explain more about this area in a little bit. This is actually known as Cape North, so it's like, I guess, the most northern point. On Google Maps, it looks incredibly close to Newfoundland, which is kind of amazing. But yeah, let's turn this ship around for the time being. All right, guys, we are finally at our campsite. I ended up coming back to this beautiful, beautiful area. There's a couple pros and cons, and there's a reason why I came back here. So I had found a perfect spot, not scenic at all, but there was tons of dead wood everywhere, and it was like a little kind of cul-de-sac just right off the trail. And I'm driving past, or back in, I see a trail marker, and I'm like, there it is. And of course someone's there. A Subaru literally stole my spot. Oh well, it is what it is. You snooze, you lose, right? But anyways, at least we have a beautiful, beautiful view over here. I'm sure there's some dead wood somewhere anyways. Even if I gotta go and walk up the road a little bit, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna basically start setting up camp. I will explain a little bit more of the story about this area. Now, we're not too far from Meat Cove, and I mean generally out here, it is like all wilderness. The only like people that live out here are literally down there. Like, you can see the houses, and there's very, very few. Let me show you actually, because it's wonderful. The view is wonderful. It's a little bit windy though, and it is picking up a little. I might have to actually put my my lav mic on, but that is the view. That is pretty freaking cool. Yeah, this spot's not too bad because you have all of that mountain and the trees kind of blocking most of the wind. So what I think I'm gonna do is kind of set up the tent over here. Makes the most sense because we're kind of blocked on both sides, but at least it's gonna be a cool and breezy night, so I'll be able to sleep really, really well. And we do have a fire pit. We're just gonna have to build up the wall a little bit extra. Excuse me. We're gonna have to build up the wall a little bit higher, and then just keep the fire kind of low tonight. But yeah, let's start setting up. Okay, so what I'm going to do to kind of get started here, can't confirm there's already ticks because there was literally just one crawling on the camera. Gross. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little walk down the street. I think I saw a bunch of dead trees down that way. I'm going to start collecting all of the wood first before I unload, just in case anybody comes through. I don't want them to steal my stuff. But to be honest, I don't really anticipate anybody really coming through here. Obviously, there are some people down that way. There might be somebody all the way far in there hiking. I don't know. A couple of different people. But yeah, I'm going to put the camera down for the time being. Go and source some wood and be right back. Alright, well, we may have just run into an issue. It looks like it is about to absolutely pour right now. I got a little bit of wood. A lot of the wood out here is not very good. Very soft, wet, and it's like pretty far in. It's hard to get. That other spot would have been way better, but I'm going to plug in Starlink because I got to see if there's a storm coming just so I can brace myself. Damn. Well, I guess we might as well start unloading if that's the case. I was also hearing some weird sounds. Now I'm hearing voices. There's somebody like in the woods, but like down below? That's weird. I did hear a car drive by, but I couldn't see it because I was so far in. Alright, let's get some stuff out of here so we can plug into the worldwide net. Because we really need it in a moment. Ugh, so much stuff to unload. Alright. This is what I really need at the moment. Get our trusty power bank. Turn it on. Let me get Starlink and plug in so we can figure out what the hell is about to go down. So I have news. It is supposed to rain, but very, very little. The only issue is it says Inverness County, which is literally Inverness, the actual town, is probably about 3 hours from here. So I don't know if they have this current storm accounted for. It just, I don't know. So we may get caught out in a huge storm. I mean, the weather here on the East Coast changes on a dime, realistically. There's not really much I can do about it, but I'm going to set up anyways and just kind of go with it and hope for the best. Let me grab the tent. We got to start getting everything done like immediately, and we need to be ready and done within the hour, have everything set up, just in case the rain actually does come. Which, based on the current storm clouds that are approaching, yeah, I think it's going to probably pour. At least for a while, then it'll most likely clear up. Worst case scenario, we get rained out, but at least we'll have the tent ready so we can stay in there and keep dry. Alright, let's just try not to make everything blow away. Let's do this snappy. Okay. Oh, I felt some rain. Uh-oh. Alright, we gotta do this real fast. We're gonna get pegged in immediately. It's gonna be the fastest tent setup I think I've ever done because I have to rush. I'm gonna need to throw the rain guard on that. Gonna need to throw the rain guard on there immediately just so the inside doesn't get drenched. Alright. The nice thing here is the ground looks pretty good. Shit, I should probably move this a little that way. There we go. Currently bringing all the electronics in here, just so, you know, for obvious reasons. I can definitely see some rain down over there, but that's in the ocean at the moment, so it's not raining here yet. And everything is so dirty, I cannot wait to clean everything when I get back home. But we're still about at least, I want to say 5 days from being home. Maybe less, I don't know. That's funny. So the ground kind of slopes this way, so my head's going to be back there. So I'll be sloping down in that direction, but that should be fine. Damn, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the mist is really rolling in right now. Holy. This is about to get super creepy and super intense. Wow. Okay, well, I'm still kind of just setting everything up. I'm almost done, and I'm starting to get really hungry at the same time. Oh man, I'm really hoping it doesn't rain, or if it does rain, it doesn't rain a lot, but it's looking like we're about to get hit. Oh man. Even though it's cloudy and foggy, it is absolutely beautiful out here. Just enjoying a couple of espressos in my dildo cup, which is really funny to say. Dildo, Newfoundland, YouTube, relax. It's a real place, okay? If you don't believe me, go to my vlog channel, Angebona TV or ANGBONA TV, and watch the video. It's a really cool place, actually. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would love to go back. But I will get to a bit of the story of this location very, very soon. There is kind of something weird going on out here. Not only that, but in this general area, you do have Bigfoot sightings and stories and folklore about stuff like that. So we're getting a little bit of a double whammy tonight. I just felt some water, but the fog, the way the fog is rolling in right now, it's very eerie. That is for sure. Like the whole road that I came through on is just completely like full of fog. It's all up in the mountains. It's freaking epic. That is for damn sure. Holy crap. So I was just taking care of a couple of things, and I look over and I'm like, holy shit, you can't see anything. Literally nothing. This is insane. Whoa, it's getting a little windy too. I don't know, man. Tonight might be a rough night for me, guys. Shit. This could either suck or it could really, really suck. Or nothing could happen at all. It could just completely pass. This is the weather out here. It doesn't know what it wants to do. It's time of the month, I guess. Okay, it is time to start making some food. So I bought lamb, a rack of lamb. Is this still like frozen? No, there's literally no way. No, that's just the bone. Okay, for a second I legit thought that was frozen. So I don't have it prepared. I meant to do it yesterday, but I just didn't have the time. So we gotta basically get them chopped up. Now the only problem is I don't have a serrated knife. All I have is literally this, and it's not the best. I gotta invest in some better knives. This one literally is starting to look like crap. Yeah, I gotta definitely invest in some better knives. It served its purpose. Alright, so, oh my god, this tinfoil roll is driving me crazy, but what we gotta do here is get this open. I need a little bit more. Stupid thing. This is not sitting in here properly. There we go. That should be a little better. It just like doesn't unroll. Okay, there we go. That's better. I'm gonna put that there because the wind is getting a little feisty. Alright, let's open her up. Now hopefully these are good. These are Australian, I think, right? Frenched lamb rack. Okay. Product of Australia. Our premium quality lamb. Shout out to Australia. We'll see if it's good. It's kind of funny because there's like this whole thing going on right now about, you know, buying Canadian and whatnot. Meanwhile, this rack of lamb is not exactly Canadian now, is it? That's okay. Whatever. And this thing is like double wrapped? That's pretty intense. It sounds like a car is coming through. I mean, there were those people that looked like they were hiking out in the, I have no garbage bag. Let me just throw that there for the moment. But yeah, people look like they were hiking out there. What the fuck did they do to this thing? I can't even open this. Holy crap, man. There we go. Good before July 31st. Yep, still looks good to me. I think. Is that just the wrapper? The hell? What is going on here right now? I can't open this properly. Having technical difficulties. Let's try from this side, actually. Might actually work out easier. Yeah, I definitely got to get better knives. This fucking knife sucks. Driving me crazy. There we go, finally. Just try not to get myself all dirty because obviously there's nowhere I can clean my clothes out here. There we go. Finally. Man, they really sealed this thing. Damn, Costco. So basically what I gotta do is chop these all up and then I'll wrap the leftovers and we'll just use what we need for the time being. Let's just hope I can actually cut this properly. Now my hands are all disgusting. Yeah, these were a bit difficult to cut, I'm gonna be real with you guys, but we cut them. I had to tear them a little bit because this knife is honestly not good enough to really do the job. Let's move this aside for now. This is just gonna be in between garbage. I gotta bust out a garbage bag in a few moments. So, well, I think it was just plastic that's moving in the wind. It is just getting foggier and foggier and foggier. The longer we're out here, it's actually starting to get a little cold, hence why I changed sweaters. And also the moisture won't stick to the sweater as much, but we're gonna save the rest of these. Let's just season what we want for tonight. I am starving. I'm feeling so tired, mainly because I haven't really eaten anything. I had a sandwich. There's a place called The Last Sandwich. Honestly, it was alright. Not the best. Alright, let's salt, pepper, and garlic these real quick. Then we're gonna fire up the barbecue. I love how there's just like a bunch of spilt garlic in here at the moment. I honestly love lamb. It's like one of my favorite dishes when it's cooked properly. Damn, freaking mess. Holy shit. Really just garlic powder just flying out of this bag at the moment. Shit. There we go. Alright, let's try not to overdo it. Even if we do, I love garlic anyway, so. Garlic I find you can overdo a little bit and it really won't cause much of a problem. Alright, let's flip them over. The only problem right now is that it's creating like a dust everywhere. Let's flip them. Get the other side. I know for some of you guys this is like your favorite part of these videos, and honestly it's becoming my favorite part too. I mean, dude, we're literally up a mountain right next to the ocean making lamb. Literally about to eat half a rack of lamb, and I still have some chicken skewers left over, and before they go bad I might as well, if they haven't gone bad yet, might as well finish them. Hands are sticky from all this garlic now. I'm gonna have to wash them again. Too much garlic. Oh, that is way too much garlic. Hang on. Shit. Whoops. There we go. Gonna get some of it off. It's the best I could do when you're out in the bush like this. Alright, let me wash my hands again. Oh, brutal. Sticky. So what I always do is, when I know I'm about to go do another camp out, if I know I probably should have opened this first, damn it. My bad. Well, now we're just going to smell like a big piece of garlic. There we go. What I always do is I bring another canteen filled with just tap water, just so that way I can clean things, wash my hands. Otherwise, if you end up in a place like this where there's no running water, no streams, the ocean is obviously too far. So, gotta be able to wash my hands somehow. Alright, perfect. Now we're gonna light up the barbecue and bon appetit. Alright, well, I split up some wood. There's a lot in here. I probably don't even need this much, to be honest. I can actually take some out. I'll leave this. There's bark on there. Actually, no, I'll take that one out. Save that for later. Let's get her lit. burn your hands. Almost. There we go. Dead center. Put that right there. And let's get her lit. Once that's all lit, add the charcoal and start cooking. Rest is history. Alright, the barbecue is ready. Let's make some chicken, baby. Hopefully these are still good. Otherwise, backup steak. I think at this point it's the only other food that I have other than the lamb. Let's find out how we're doing over here. So I keep hearing this weird noise. I don't know what it's coming from. At times it sounds like a cow, and I don't see why there would be a cow on the side of the mountain, and I don't think there's any farms around here, as far as I know anyway. Oh, definitely gonna have to, hang on, we're gonna need to open this thing before we do this, because I'm gonna need to wash my hands immediately after this, because it's chicken. So, all right, let's go there. Nice. Grill is nice and hot. Still smells really good, actually. These have been marinating now for like a couple of days. I think today's pretty much the last day that they're gonna hold. They don't smell bad at all. Not in the slightest. So, seasoning and keeping them as cold for as long as possible definitely helped. This is garbage now. I'll dispose of that. Just wash off the salmonella. Gross! That's the one thing about chicken, especially when you're out here in the wilderness and you don't have proper running water. Oh man, I already almost used all of this water. If I have to, I'll just use bottled water after, but there we go. Better. Ugh. All right. Let's let the oils from the chicken turn up the heat for us. So once they start spilling in there, then this thing will get nice and hot. It's kind of nice having daylight. I mean, it's really, really foggy, and it's not bright at all, but it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, there was another noise that I kept hearing too. It was like almost like a person. I stopped for a second. I was chopping up a bunch of wood, getting the campfire ready for later, and I don't know what the hell that was. It was very weird. But okay, let's let these cook. Actually, I'm gonna start throwing a couple chops on this side. There we go. Push them in a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, she's nice and toasty now. Perfect. Oh my god! Everything's on fire! I gotta take these off before they burn. Oh yeah. I mean, lamb you could actually eat like a medium rare anyways, so that one's almost done. Woo! Hey, screw off wind. That's almost done as well. Oh yeah, these are cooking real fast. And spin the skewers. Now I don't have any tzatziki, unfortunately. I wish I did, but not tonight. Oh, that one's a little toasty. Alright, I think that's good enough. Oh yeah. Yeah, these cook freaking fast. Beauty. Actually, I'm going to put this one just another moment or two. And then I'll probably switch sides for the chicken, and then that's pretty much it. Dinner is served. Let's actually try this out. Straight off the barbecue. Mmm. Excellent. With that charcoal flavor, that's beautiful. I am going to add a secret ingredient. This is my friend's olive oil that he imports from Greece, directly from Kalamata. It's really good stuff. gonna just drizzle that onto everything afterwards. That one is finished. That one's almost done. The chicken will probably just be another moment. You know, it's amazing. Amazing how everything takes forever to make and prepare, and then it's cooked in literally like 5 seconds. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to actually chop up a tomato, just because I need some fruit. I would normally add salt and pepper, but honestly I'm just too lazy to get it back out. So, whole tomato just like that, fresh, never frozen, beautiful. And also the fog completely cleared. Like, I could literally see the ocean again. It's so weird. Well, as you can see, the view behind me is completely gone now. The fog, I mean. That is the thing out here. 1 minute it's foggy, next minute it's perfectly fine. And the nice thing is no rain. So I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, just kind of on everything, really. That was a bit much, but at this point, who cares? Okay. This is really good stuff. I love this olive oil. I'm a fan. It's great putting it right on cooked food, salad. Shout out to my friend Chris. Maybe I should start selling it to you guys for him. Would you guys buy olive oil? That would be kind of a weird thing for me to sell. I guess it's a side project. I don't know. But whatever. Shout out to him anyways. If he ever opens an online store, I will be sure to link it for you guys. Okay. Get rid of some of these skewers because we don't really need them. Everything is cooked to perfection. Perfect. No raw chicken for us tonight. Alrighty. And last but not least, that one is still steaming. Oh yeah, I am excited. I love lamb, I love chicken, I love steak, I love food. Let's eat. Really good. Actually, let's try one of these lamb chops. They've been sitting a little bit, so they might have cooled down. That's good too. I did add a little bit of oregano. I don't know if I mentioned that, but really tasty. Beautiful. I keep hearing that sound. It sounds like it's back there. For a second, it literally sounded like it was getting closer and closer and closer. About to hit the record button, and it just stops. It was just doing it. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm gonna get a fire started here, because I want to kind of just chill and enjoy this for like the next hour, and then I don't know. So there is a story here. Rumor has it there have been people murdered out here, like literally a long time ago. And they do claim, at least, that a lot of the bodies are still buried out here. I mean, no one lives out here. There's nothing apart from like a few random cell towers and whatever that thingamajig is, which I think is for weather. I mean, there would be literally no reason to go and search for dead bodies. So supposedly they're out here, and we're going to investigate and see if we can find that. On top of that, we'll also see if we can find maybe a Bigfoot. I don't know. But we're working with what we've got. So let's get this fire started first, chill for an hour, and then we'll see what happens. You definitely still hear that sound. It sounds like a cow, but why would a cow be continually mooing? Do they do that? Do they continually moo? Anyway, it looks like the sun set. Actually, where is the sunset? I think it's on that side? That way? No, wait. Which direction are we facing? So that's north. East is that way. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, let's not diddle-daddle here. Let's get this thing lit. Conveniently, there is a fire pit here, which is nice. Burn my my chicken skewers. We'll just use those as kindling. Yeah, the wood in this particular area kind of sucks. The other spot, there was like tons of dead wood. But honestly, thanks to that guy who parked there, because we ended up here and we have this incredible view. And I already know in the morning I'm not going to want to leave, but I mean, we got to get a move on eventually. Tomorrow we're going to end up doing the rest of the Cabo Trail. We might end up in New Brunswick, or we might stay maybe one extra night in Nova Scotia. I don't know if I'm camping again or doing another Airbnb. I haven't quite decided. But whatever we end up doing, we'll make... this has been one hell of an adventure, for sure. Okay. I'm telling you, every time I hit record, that sound stops. I don't know what that is. I don't know if the camera's picking this up. Weird. If one of you guys happens to know what it is, let me know down in the comments below. I don't know how good this wood is that I bought today. Very sappy. It seems pretty good. We'll see. What was that? That was weird. Hearing all sorts of weird noises. Okay. We gotta be very, very careful here with this. These charcoals are piping hot right now. Honestly, you could cook a steak really well on this, but I'm gonna dump all the charcoals into here and help this fire a little bit. That out of there. Let's just try not to dump the tray into there. Right in the eyes. Whew. Whatever, that's fine. Good enough. I'm also throwing my bones from the lamb chops in there. Let's see if they'll actually disintegrate and completely burn. Alright, well, I'm gonna kill an hour by enjoying a cigar. For those of you that know me, you may know that I enjoy a good cigar once in a while. Today we are going with a Perdomo 20th anniversary. These are one of my favorite cigars. I did bring quite a few. I didn't get a chance to smoke a lot of cigars on this trip. Funny enough, in Japan, I think I smoked more cigars than I do out here, just because when we come out here, you end up getting so freaking busy. So, let's burn that. Add a little more wood to the fire. This is so perfect. You can literally see the ocean, beautiful forest, and where is my cutter? Did I bring my cutter with me? I believe I did. Oh, hold that thought. There we go. I didn't realize the cutter was literally here the entire time. Anyway, let's go. Good. I think my next investment is going to be in a V-cut. Literally puts a V, basically, in your cigars. Straight cut's good, too. No complaints. Alrighty. Let's light her up. Just as soon as we can get this thing to work. I think it's on low for some reason. Why did you go to low? I did not tell you to go to low. Ooh, screw you, wind. There we go. Nice and even. A little more. And good. Tonight is going to be a good night. I think, anyway. Thought I heard something. Sounded like something metal down that direction. Been kind of just sitting here, enjoyed my cigar. The sun is obviously completely set now. It's later. I don't know. Maybe somebody's driving through or something, but in the meanwhile, I have been looking up some information on this place, and it's kind of messed up. So let me pull up what I found here. This is just what I've read online. It's kind of weird. So apparently the story goes that there is somebody known as the North Cape Butcher. Something isn't right in those woods. And so the story goes as followed. I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists or ghost stories. I work in forestry and have spent most of my adult life walking through the backwoods of Cape Breton. But something has never sat right with me about Cape North, which is literally where we are right now. I debated posting this, but after what I saw last week, I need to get this off my chest. Locals don't talk about it much, but there's an old... Hang on. Just want to make sure my beer doesn't boil. This fire is getting really hot. So yeah, locals don't talk about it much, but there's an old logging road that cuts through the forest about 10 kilometers west of Cape North. Past the cell tower turn-off, the road's mostly swallowed up now with saplings growing right through the gravel, but if you know where to look, you'll find it. About 20 years ago, rumor was that there was hikers that went missing in the area. 3 of them in the early 2000s. Search and rescue found nothing. Then in 2010, a hunter said he found a shallow grave with bones wrapped in a tarp near a bog up the same road. RCMP investigated, but nothing ever came of it. They claimed it was an animal burial site or possibly ceremonial. Sure. Here's where it gets worse. Last week, I was working a solo survey job off the same route. Mapping tree growth for a private client around 3 p.m. I found what looked like an old root cellar, half collapsed and completely overgrown. It reeked, like rot and rust. I thought maybe it was an old animal den until I noticed that... There's that same sound again. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm telling you, it sounds like a cow, but I can't figure out why there would be a cow moving literally right behind me. Yeah, so half-rusted root cellar. It reeked like rotten rust. I thought maybe it was an old animal den until I noticed the chains bolted to the floor inside. Chains like restraints. I didn't go in. I snapped a photo which came out blurry as hell, marked the spot, and booked it. But before I left, I saw what looked like a mound behind the cellar, like earth had been disturbed recently. I called the RCMP the next day. They said they'd send someone out. I never heard back. Then yesterday, I found a dead animal strung up in my shed. A rabbit, gutted and hanging. I lived alone, and I don't have any enemies. My neighbor, 70 years old and half Mi'kmaq, which is the native population out here, told me quietly this morning there's a reason we don't hike north of the ridge after dark. Some spirits wear human skin. What the I'm not saying there's a serial killer still out there, but I am saying someone has been hiding something in those woods for a long time. Either that or the forest itself has a hunger no one dares to name. Just be careful if you're hiking Cape North, especially near the abandoned trails. Some things don't want to stay buried. What's crazy about that is literally exactly where we are. Like, I'm not even kidding right now. We are in that exact area, and it seems so peaceful. And that was that metal sound again. What is that? There it is again. Sorry guys, my nose is running a little bit. Don't do it. Ooh. What the f*** is that? I don't even have my flashlight on me. That was weird. It sounded like it came from the road area. Or maybe kind of like where that tower thing is. Okay, I'm gonna grab my flashlight and I guess I will go and check. Alright, well, this just got weird. We're hearing mooing behind us and then a metal clank thing down that way, unless it's just something on there rattling, I don't know. Huh. Okay, so it does seem like there's a little bit of fog rolling in again. That sound that we heard was literally like over there. Let's wait and see if we hear it again. There is that tower thing. I don't know what that is, but I think it's for weather. There is like a cell tower up the road. We passed it earlier. Up down here, there's not much. Okay, well, I'll be back. The fire's not massive, so won't catch anything. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of spooky now. I was comfortable at the camp, but now after kind of going through those stories again, that was that's weird. I'm really hoping. I just realized there was another campfire right here. I didn't even notice that earlier. Ugh. A bug literally just went into my sweater hood. What the heck? Ugh. It's the worst. It's because we have all these lights and stuff. Man, it is getting cold. Whew. There's the thing with the East Coast. When you're by the ocean, it's not very pleasant at night. I mean, it's nice by the fire. Okay, anyway, so what exactly did we just hear? I know I heard that. I'm not going crazy. At least I don't think I am. Some days I do question myself, but... Hello? Somebody out here? So that's where we went earlier. Okay, fire is not exploding out of control, so that's good. I definitely heard something. What the hell was that? It was that same sound, but yeah, it definitely sounded like it came from this direction. Hello? Damn, I probably should have grabbed an extra battery for the camera. Running out of juice already. So yeah, I'm not really sure what this thing is even for, but... Well, it is made of metal. I'm pretty sure it's like some sort of weather contraption. I don't really know. This tower contains potential radiation hazards, falling hazards, and obstructions. No person is to climb this structure unless they are trained and equipped in accordance with the Canada Labour Code and have permission of Seaside Communications. Okay, but what is it? There's a camera. Hi. How you doing? Doesn't really seem like there's a fire pit. That's interesting. That's a weird spot for a fire pit. Okay. For some reason, I guess somebody decided to camp out back here. It's like some fallen trees and stuff, but nothing too crazy. Okay, so what the hell did we hear? I mean, the thing is not making any noise now. Weird. Strange. Okay. Well, there is more to the story, apparently. So this was like part of an online conversation, and there was a reply, and it got a little bit weirder. So I'm gonna head back to camp, stay by the campfire because it is freaking cold. Like, it's bitter. And I don't have any other jacket. I mean, this fleece sweater is great, but it's still like, you could feel the chill in your bones. I'm going to sleep good tonight because I sleep very well. What the hell? What the heck was that? That was a weird noise. Kind of almost sounded like somebody like called out, but it didn't sound right. Okay. Strange. Let's get back to camp. Grab another battery for this camera. And try and stay warm as well. I don't see anything. Not a single thing. Not even a moose or meesuses or anything really. Somebody down there? Weird. I don't hear anything now. Switch hands for a second because it's starting to hurt my hand. Weird. I'm curious as to like that area that I was trying to go to earlier. I wonder what's like down there. I know there's a lighthouse. It's like all the way at the far north end of this this area. We could probably hike there tomorrow. But the question is, like, what are we gonna find? If anything, really, who knows? Okay. Let's go a bit closer to the fire. Should probably add some more wood. This wood is actually not doing bad. So there's like, I found a grouping of old trees somewhere and I cut one down. And let me tell you, like, she was dead, but like freshly dead. So I wasn't sure how well the wood was going to burn. The problem I was finding hardwood out here. It's a lot of it's like pine, fern. It was very, very soft. And I was concerned that it wasn't going to burn, so I started using all my own, but it seems to be okay. Anyway, we're going to go over the other response in a second. It's really creepy. I'm just going to top that up so we can get warmer. I put a nice big chunk in there as well. Ooh, careful now. But the only problem was I couldn't split it because there's a huge freaking knot in it, which is annoying. There's a knot in a lot of this wood. Okay. Alrighty, let's go over this reply. So somebody responded, "Holy shit, I wasn't going to say anything, but your post made the hairs on my neck stand up. Back in 2017, my buddy and I were camping near the northern edge of the park, just outside Cape North. We went off trail near a place the locals call Dead Man's Hollow." I gotta look that up. I don't even know where that is, but people here call it Dead Man's Hollow, so I'm not even sure it would show up on Google. "We thought it was just a nickname because the terrain was steep and a bit sketchy. First..." Too much smoke in the eyes, but I thought I heard something move back there. So, first night, everything was fine, clear skies, loons calling, the usual, but around 2 a.m. we started hearing knocking sounds, not woodpeckers, Not random branches, rhythmic, slow, like someone tapping on a tree with a hammer. It came and went all night. We didn't sleep. The next morning we hiked deeper, trying to find the source of an... It's sort of like something's like moving around back there. I think it might just be the tent. I'm not really sure. This smoke is like killing me right now. Let me move over a little bit. That's a little better. The source of an old stream we saw on a map, but 4 kilometers in, we found weird circular we found this weird circular clearing, too perfect to be natural. In the center was a pile of rocks, maybe chest high. My buddy swore it was a cairn or a memorial. We got close. We realized it smelled awful, like wet copper and rot. He poked around and found a rusted out gas mask half buried behind the rocks. Then he found a human molar. I wish I was making this up. We didn't even grab our gear. We just turned around and bolted. When we told the ranger station at the edge of the park, the guy just got really quiet and said, "You were where?" He told us that area isn't mapped anymore, said it was ecologically unstable and not safe for hiking, but the way he looked at us like we had seen something we weren't supposed to, I've never forgotten it. It kind of seems like maybe people in the area seem to have an idea of what's going on and maybe are just not really exposing it. I don't know. Seems odd. I've always wondered if we stumbled onto something we shouldn't have. Your story just confirmed it for me. There's definitely something... Okay, now I'm hearing like a humming. What is that? Someone out there? The weirdest part is it sounded like it came from the tree line over there. Weird. Still hearing it. I don't know. Wait, I'm hearing it again. Alright, we're going to check. I just want to make sure that I'm like alone and that there's not actually some lunatic out here about to frickin' murder my ass. Hello? Okay, let's go check. I know it's a little bit hard to see right now because of the smoke from the campfire, but whatever the hell I heard legit sounded like it was back there. It almost sounded like somebody was humming. Does Bigfoot hum? I mean, I don't know if that's like what we're even dealing with right now, but something is going on. Like, I did go in here earlier to get some wood. You can kind of go in. It's pretty dense, so it's a little hard to get in there, but just to give you guys an idea. Someone in there? Talk about f***ing weird. I don't know. This was further down there, but that, I think, just goes back up to the road. Alright, if somebody's out here screwing with me, stop it. Not a fucking clue. Weird. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Alright. I went to go chop up another piece, but a lot of this is really wet. So I'm going to let it kind of dry up a little bit, but... So there is another part to this. And this is kind of where, like, it gets really spooky because just listen to this. So this was actually a reply to the other two people. You guys aren't the first to talk about this place. My grandmother was born in Bay St. Lawrence, just down the road from Cape North, and she used to warn us never to go past the tree line beyond Raven's Path. Gotta search that up. She said that was where the ground doesn't sleep. When I was younger, mid-2000s, we visited in the summer, and I wandered off near dusk. I was maybe 200 yards from the house when I started hearing crying, like a woman sobbing from deep in the trees. I called out, but the sound didn't move. It stayed in one place. It was tethered. I got spooked and ran back. That night, I woke up and saw a figure outside the window, tall, thin, completely still. I thought it was a person until it leaned forward without bending its knees and just stared. I couldn't scream, couldn't move. My uncle, who had grown up there in the late 70s, later told me something that I still think about. The people who went missing, they never left. Not really. The forest knows them now. Apparently, back in the day before the murders were even whispered about, hunters would come home shaking, saying they'd seen figures standing perfectly still in the woods, or heard chains dragging through the bushes where no one else was around. Someone said they found bloody handprints on their cabins, but by morning they were gone. RCMP chalked it up to bad weather, animals, or too much drink. But folks around there still have bread and salt at their property lines, especially during the fall equinox. Some say it keeps the restless ones from finding their way in. You want to talk serial killers? Maybe there was one, but I think whatever happened in those woods didn't end when the bodies were buried. The forest didn't forget, and it's still hungry. That is fucking creepy. Like, what in the actual hell? So it is possible that this place, I guess, is haunted. I mean, if somebody's... This is like a big thing, apparently, in this area. It is known that, like, something happened out here, and a lot of people are not publicly talking about what happened here back in the day. I mean, keep in mind that this area, too, if they start to investigate, there's a very, very minimal police force out in this area. It's all National Police, RCMP. And they really don't have the resources to, come and dig up an entire area. This area is huge. It is massive. And a lot of it you would have to actually investigate, like, on foot, based on what we showed you guys earlier. Heard voices. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm going to change this battery because it is about to die. I can already see it flashing. Maybe we'll run a spirit box and just see if we can make contact with the other side. I guess that's a good idea. Trying to get more of this crappy wood to burn, but it's a bit of a struggle. Also, try not to chop off a finger right now. Yeah, this axe definitely needs a good sharpening very soon. Unfortunately, out here, there's literally nowhere to do that. Yeah, we are, like, pretty freaking remote, to say the least. Oh, that was close. You know what? That should be fine, just like that. The other stuff's starting to catch anyways, but... The f was that? The hell? Dude, something... It literally sounded like something just hit the car. Sorry guys, I accidentally hit the stop record button, but like legit something sounded like it hit the car like 3 times. The hell was that? Also, what are these tongs doing here? I did not put those there. What the hell? It's weird. Just put that there. Maybe I did put that there by accident, I don't know. Okay, well there's clearly nothing on the car that could have done that. That was a little bit strange. Beautiful. I got the fire going nice and hot again. Alright, let's run the spirit box. I cannot believe, I was actually just editing the video that I last did with Lomar, and the accuracy at that cabin from the spirit talker. It got the lady's name, it got the boy's name from the grave, basically just up the street, and I do have to say I genuinely miss my friends. I had such a blast with Lomar, Chelsea, and Kia of course too, and I miss them. I miss them. Lomar sent me a video of Kia yesterday. Apparently she's been a little bit down. I think she's realized that I'm gone, and she's been literally just lying on the couch where I've been sleeping for like basically the last month. Oh man, I miss Kia. Miss you, Kia. Alright, well if there's anything here with me, you can talk to me on this if you so choose to. Oh. Is there something out here? Something just hit the car. I don't know what that was. This beer's probably super hot now. Still a little cool. So I'm not going to be investigating too late tonight because I got an early morning tomorrow. We are going to start our backtrack. We're going to do a bunch of stuff on the Cabo Trail. And I do eventually got to get to sleep, so... Anybody want to talk? This thing's scanning, but nothing's coming through. I also want to go and check out that other area down there. Just can't do it right now, because I don't want to leave all my stuff unattended. You never know who or what is going to come through.
He doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you? Who is he? Whoa! What the hell was that? Something just moved over there. What was that?
Hello, friend.
What the heck was that? I'm not even seeing anything. It sounded almost metallic. Wait. Huh? Wait, is that the other set of tongs? Okay, now I'm like extra confused. Sorry for the wobbliness, guys. I have the camera on the tripod right now, but... What are those doing there? Is that... Are you kidding me right now? I just put those on the table. Did that just say gun? Okay. Something weird is going on right now. What in the... Hang on, put you guys back here for a second. What the fuck? Did that actually just say gun? It literally said gun. Was somebody killed with a gun? Okay. Maybe these rumors are actually true? If someone was murdered here, can you come forward and talk to me? Can you tell me your name? Move a little bit forward because this damn campfire is killing me.
Flash.
Flash? What do you mean by flash? Okay, now I'm nervous. Okay, maybe I should just leave? I'm a little bit concerned now at the fact that if these rumors are in fact true... Oh boy. Okay, that's not good.
It's very nasty here.
Yeah, agreed. So for like a second, I did contemplate leaving, but I'm like, why should I leave? I mean, I do have my rifle. I'm gonna grab that in a moment, get it ready, just in case. Like, I don't know what's going on out here. I don't know if somebody's like legit out here, but like my stuff's moving on its own, which is weird. We're hearing noises that don't really make any sense. So I'm gonna keep this at the ready just for the moment. I think we could run the spirit box one more time. Let's just see if anything else comes through.
Concerned.
I'm legitimately concerned, and it says concerned. Okay. Also, I'm a little bit snacky, so don't mind me, but I do have this beautiful giant jar of olives, which I should probably get like a fork or something. They're still good. It says keep refrigerated after opening. I'm trying, but it's kind of hard to find a refrigerator when you're out in the woods all the time.
Dark entity here.
Definitely gotta invest in some more cutlery. What did this thing say? Dark entity here?
There.
Yeah, I was gonna shut the camera off, then I'm like, wait, why am I shutting the camera off? I might as well just keep it running. There where? What are you talking about? Just want to sanitize these tongs. I literally don't have a spoon. I know I have one somewhere, but...
Torch.
Torch? Okay, I don't know what the heck this thing is talking about. I also can't see where I put that jar of olives. Oh, here it is. It's literally right next to me. Wow. Just put that there for
Melissa.
now. Hi, Melissa. Oh. Melissa, are you somebody that was tortured here? Or murdered here? Hmm. Then those are good. Kalamata olives for the win. What are you doing here, Melissa? swear I'm hearing that humming again. I don't know what that is. I don't know how the hell I'm going to sleep here tonight. Funny enough, I think I said that about the last spot, too. I did sleep. Not much, but I slept. I don't know why I'm feeling like really nervous and anxious about this place. Anything else to say? These are absolutely delicious, by the way. Not gonna lie.
I love this.
Thank you. I love this too. Mmm. Whoops. I think I missed. Alright guys, I'm gonna just chill, eat a few more olives. I guess I'll get the rest of the tent ready.
See.
And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna try and sleep. I don't know how well this is gonna work out, but we'll try. Well, I'm back in the tent. I'm just realizing how terrible this slant is. But whatever. We're gonna just have to make do for tonight. I'm so tired. I do apologize, guys. I wanted to investigate a bit more, but I'm just so freaking exhausted right now. Take my shoes off. Holy crap. Now you might be wondering why I have a garbage bag in here. It's not just a garbage bag. It's my pillow bag. I like keeping things nice and clean. Well, trying anyways. Alrighty. Well, I am going to get some shut-eye. Finally. I think it's well deserved. It was a long day. Busy day. Let's get this over here. See if my blanket still smells like Kia. Not really, mostly clean. So Kia is a bit of a blanket thief. Kia is a dog, for those of you that don't know who I'm talking about. That is Lomar and Chelsea's dog, and she's adorable. She likes to hop on the couch, and all my blankets were constantly there, and she just literally just hops on and just right in them all the time. Okay. Put that there. Get my blanket. It is cold tonight. A little cold anyway. Not too cold, but I think I'm going to sleep pretty freaking good. Not going to lie, I sleep better when it's a little bit cool. Tomorrow we're actually going to a cabin in the woods. Not an abandoned one, but I was invited out there and something weird is kind of going on out there. So I figured, you know what, might as well use it as a place to stop and see what the heck's happening. So much crap in my pockets. But let me turn this light off. Okay. That's better. Alright guys. Good night, I suppose. Oh man. So tired. Oh, I'm gonna sleep like a freaking baby tonight. Actually the slant's not that bad. I wish I could like move away from the side, but I tried that and I was literally just sinking into the ground on like the weirdest angle possible. Okay, well, good night. I'll see y'all in the morning. trying to sleep, but it's not working. That weird, like, cow sound is still going. I don't know what that is. It's so annoying, though. Gosh. What the heck was that? Man, don't make me get up. Legit almost sounded like somebody was outside. Where's my flashlight? I don't see anything other than moths. Let's see if we hear it again. What in the hell was that? That was a weird ass sound. It just sounded like something went the f. I don't know. Man, when you just want one decent night's sleep and all you hear is weird noises. Of course, what else is new? Oh, let me try and fall asleep again. It's a bit chilly. Should have gotten the sleeping bag tonight, but honestly I'm too lazy to get it out. The cold air is kind of nice though. Guys, I'm really struggling to fall asleep. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just my anxiety right now. It's just through the roof. Thinking, what if there is, like, somebody out there? Like, there was a guy camping up the road. What if that was him? You know what? I don't even want to think about that right now. Huh. Damn it. Some bugs. Just trying to freshen up here. Where'd the other thing go? Oh, surprisingly, I slept pretty freaking good. Now, I'm pretty sure an animal came through here because there is a bunch of fluff. There's so many mosquitoes right now. It's terrible. I think one just literally bit my forehead. But, yeah, I'm kind of debating. I don't know yet whether I'm going to actually go up that way or not. I might go for like a second, but no, I didn't think I was actually going to sleep that good, and then I just kept sleeping. I did get up at like 5:45, just did a number 1, and then basically went back to sleep, and it got a little bit warm, but I still managed to keep sleeping, which is good. Because I feel like I really needed that. So just getting packed up here, and we'll get a move on in a moment. We will see if we end up going down that way. I don't know. It's going to be very time consuming if I decide to do that. And I do have somewhere to be tonight, and I do kind of want to enjoy the rest of the Cabo Trail as well, because there's a bunch of really cool spots along the side. We got to get some more supplies, ice, gas, because tonight we're going off-grid again, and then I think even tomorrow, most likely. So yeah, and then we got a long drive back home. This is gonna be fun. That's the dreadful part, but I mean, I don't mind it. I like driving. So all right, I'll update y'all in a minute. All right, guys, just taking in the view for one last moment. I was debating whether I was going to go further in, but I'm not going to do that. It's already almost noontime, and I kind of want to get a move on. I am like curious, like I want to go and see what's down there. There's like a trail apparently that goes all the way to the ocean. There's ocean literally on either side. We're pretty much like on a peninsula right now, which is really cool. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start heading back to the Cabo Trail and keep adventuring over there. Apparently there's a cool spot known as White Point, so I'm going to probably head there first, and then from there back onto the Cabo Trail, and then we'll make a couple of pit stops along the way. Like I said, I got to get some resources, some things that I need, fuel, more wood, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh, ice as well, just to keep everything cool. And maybe we'll stop for some food along the way if we find something. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this location for the time being. Let's make our way out of here.